if you are a normal person talking about the Quran and the Holy Bible, you might rightfully point out that there is violent verses in the Holy Bible. You might also rightfully point out that the Holy Bible is a tad bit more violent. Of course, while you are right, there's two things that blow that right out of the water and make you also wrong. Two facts, if you will, and I'm not talking about alternative facts either. We need to understand two things which I will describe before getting started. Number one is their worshipped prophet. Muslims worshipped Muhammad, while Christians worship Jesus Christ. Hence the name of Christianity. Number two is context of what is written. So first off, let's get number two out of the way. The Holy Bible is written as a historical text, while the Quran is written as a call to action. According to Raymond Ibrahim, an American author and columnist, born in the United States to Coptic immigrants from Egypt, Ibrahim was previously an Arabic language specialist for the Near East section of the Library of Congress, and the associate director of the Middle East Forum. When talking about the claim that the Holy Bible is far more violent, Raymond had this to say. For starters, this argument fundamentally ignores the contexts of all three scriptures, comparing violence in the Bible, Old or New Testaments, with violence in the Quran conflates history with the doctrine. The majority of violence in the Bible is recorded as history, a description of events. Conversely, the overwhelming majority of violence in the Quran is doctrinally significant. In other words, the Bible has about as much capacity to incite its readers to violence as a history textbook. On the other hand, the Quran uses open-ended language to call on believers to commit acts of violence against non-Muslims. This is to say nothing of the fact that Islamic teaching is hardly limited to the Quran. Volumes of canonical Sahih Hadith, words and deeds of Muhammad, equally inform Muslim actions. As one Muslim cleric put it, much of Islam will remain mere abstract concepts without hadith. We would never know how to pray, fast, pay zakah, or make pilgrimage without the illustration found in hadith, and as it happens, calls to anti-infidel violence in the hadith outnumbered the Qurans. So now that we've gotten that out of the way, let us compare Jesus and Muhammad, and of course other quotes from the Holy Bible and the Quran. Love your neighbor and pray for those who persecute you. Jesus. Matthew 5:44. Fight everyone in the way of Allah and kill those who disbelieve in Allah. Muhammad. I don't even need to bring up Muhammad's 9-year-old wife. Sorry, the most conservative age thrown out about her real age was 12. Excuse me, sorry. That's from Sahih Muslim 3309 and Bukhari 58236. And then, should we talk about the 800 Jewish men and boys that were beheaded in Abu Dawood 4390? Oh, you who believe, fight for those of the unbelievers who are near to you, and let them find you in hardness. Quran 9:1-3. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. That comes from the Holy Bible. And slay them wherever you find them, and drive them out of the places whence they drove you out, for persecution is worse than slaughter, and fight them until persecution is no more, and religion is for Allah. Quran 2:191. We also rejoice in our sufferings, because we know that suffering produces perseverance, character, hope. That comes from Romans 5:4 from the Holy Bible. I think I've made my point clear. Islam apologists, you are weak, and please don't confuse me criticizing Islam saying that all Muslims are terrorists. There's a difference between talking about a religion and the individuals who self-subscribe or who self-describe themselves as a member of that religion. We have the word radical for a reason. However, let us understand that there is a difference between a radical Christian and a radical Muslim. A radical Muslim will kill you. A radical Christian thinks they can heal you through Jesus. Radical just means thorough. Radical does not mean extreme, although it is a synonym. Radical doesn't mean evil either. Radical just means a thorough understanding or thorough belief and an extremely accurate interpretation of something written down. It is a literal interpretation.